Well, hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. I am on my way to Hangdong, which is south of Old Town, so it's about a 33-minute drive according to my GPS. And today I'm going to meet with a pastor and a missionary, and we're going to talk about doing some videos so they can send those videos back to the churches that support them to let them know what's been going on. So we're going to have a meeting about that so I can run them through exactly what we need to do and how everything will go, and just so everything's smooth whenever we do it, and what scenes they want me to take shots of. So that's where I'm headed right now. The weather here in Chiang Mai is really comfortable. It's overcast about every day. It's been raining most days. Today, as you can see, it's not, so I'm going to take the motorcycle out today. The temperature has been around the high 70s, low 80s, which is very, very nice, a great change. And so that's where we're at with the weather right now. The COVID situation is getting better too. More things are opening up. Restaurants have been opened up, but other things are schools back in session, which I hear is causing a lot more traffic. So we had our yard done the other day. It was overgrown, and the area behind our back fence looked like an absolute jungle. It's always interesting to watch how different things are here, even the little things. Back home, when you had your lawn done, somebody came out with a big, lawnmower or a push lawnmower. Nope, a family of 5 came out, and they brought some weed eaters. And one guy I know was weed eating in the backyard, and the area behind the fence where it's really bad, they had two ladies back there hacking away with a machete, clearing it back. And I'm telling you, within about 15-20 minutes, they had everything knocked out and absolutely in tip-top shape. But with the rainy season here, I guarantee that's not going to last very long. So I'm cruising here right now about 62 kilometers per hour. So excuse the wind noise. The other day, my wife and I were at a place called a Home Pro. I know back home it would be equivalent to Lowe's or Home Depot. Now, I know you need employees to help customers, find things. But the ratio between customers and employees in Home Pro is absolutely astonishing. You could just walk through and you end up not even being able to look around because you're too busy saying hello to all the employees that are greeting you. They're everywhere, and all of them are bored out of their mind and want to help you. So it's great. If you do need their help, they're right there. They're everywhere. But it is a little bit complicated when you want to concentrate on, you want to browse and look around and try to find yourself what you're looking for, because they're just absolutely everywhere, and because they're so bored, they just want to help you. Now, with a lot of the COVID restrictions gone, the gyms have opened back up, and our gym that we had a membership to is closing. I guess they didn't do too well, before this COVID situation, and now they're closing the doors. So we tried another gym. It's called Go Gym, and this is I've seen lots of videos of people talking about how great this gym is. I've been looking forward to seeing what it was like myself. And one of the two cool things about it is, one, it's huge and they have everything, but two, it's one of the cheapest gyms around. For me to go, let's say just one day, it's $2. So we're going to go there about 2 days a week. The other days we'll just run and do other things. But we got to go in to Go Gym finally and check that place out. Funny thing though is that they were selling protein shakes, And one of them was a strawberry flavor, and it was your normal pinkish red strawberry color. And I asked Kendall if she wanted to give it a try. Well, on the label it said something about chicken, and Kendall was thinking that maybe they just worded that wrong and it's not really liquid chicken. Well, we bought it and we tried it, and I think what they did is they mixed strawberries in with a real chicken and who knows what else, and they put it in a blender and stuck it in a bottle. If you can imagine what liquid chicken tastes like with strawberries in it, it may be the flavor for some people, but let's just say when we both tried it, each one of us wanted to puke. So that bottle never got finished. So the other night there was a storm, and after the storm, we turned on the lights. It was dark, and we turned on the lights outside in the hallway. And I don't know what they are, but there were all these bugs. I mean, and they were big ones, everywhere, all over the lights. As soon as you turned them on, they're everywhere, the same kind of bug. And whenever I turn off the lights, they would immediately all fly straight up again. You turn on the light again, they were just everywhere. Now, I know that's not abnormal to see bugs go for lights, but I've never seen so many of the same kind of bug just swarming the lights so quickly. If anybody knows what these bugs are, let me know. In Thailand, you will see some unique ways that people tie up things when they're traveling on the road. Now, if I was to try to tie something to try to keep it on, usually falls off. This guy in front of me, he's got a big jug of, well, to me it would look like a big jug of sweet tea. He's got it sitting upright with a couple of straps on there, and it's not moving at all. But sometimes you'll see big trucks carrying oversized loads being tied up with just a few ropes, and somehow it just works. They're really good at tying things up. Even when I got my motorcycle, they put it in the back of a truck and a couple of ropes on it, and it didn't move a muscle. Couldn't believe it. Now in front of me now is, and I know I'm going to butcher this, so go ahead and start laughing. I think it's like Song Tao. This is a cab. They come in red, yellow, and I think one other color, maybe black. I'm not sure. I've never taken one. But what they do is they go around and you wave them down and you hop in the back, let them know where you're going, and negotiate a price, and they take you where you need to go. I haven't used one because I never know where to tell people I'm going. I guess when I learn Thai, I might take one just for fun, but with a car and a motorcycle, I really don't need to. You can see some people there in the back now. It looks like it would be fun. So the language training is going well. Some words, though, that are in Thai mean something totally different in English. For, let's say, the word man, M-A-N, man. You know, every time I say that word, I think of a man, opposite of a woman. But in Thai, man means something different. It means it. Now try saying man, which is a word I'm commonly using it for the word it. So when I run into words like that, it really throws me off, and like the word you means something totally different than what we think of you meaning in English. So other than that, things are going great, just trying to memorize as many vocabulary words as I can. I think I'm stuck right around the 400 word mark, and I'm trying to get to the point where I have them completely memorized, and then I'm going to learn verbs and other things and sentence structure so I can piece it all together. But there's no sense in trying to learn sentence structure until I have learned some words, some vocabulary that can fill in the gaps there to make a sentence. Now, the neat thing about riding a motorbike in Thailand is, normally when you're in traffic like this waiting on a light, you have to wait behind the other cars. But with a motorbike, you can just scoot up here to the front and basically get the pole position out of the gate whenever the light turns green, so it saves just a little bit of time. So that's always nice. It's not as nice when you're in a car and let's say you're in that front position and 15 to 20 motorbikes pull right in front of you. It's like, oh, come on. And you've been waiting at the light for a long time, and they just scoot right there in front of you at the last second. But what are you going to do? Well, before I set off today, my wife said, are you sure you want to go by motorcycle? It might rain. And I looked at the forecast, and it said no rain till tonight. What do we have right now? Rain. Not much rain, but it's raining. You probably can't even see it on the camera. So they have this far left lane, and it's usually used by motorcycles, but as you can see, you can never really stay in it because there's always somebody parked right there where you have to go around them. In my opinion, it's a lot more dangerous to stay in that left-hand lane because people are either pulling out, parked, or what have you. See how they're all parked there on the road? This food panda driver's trying to drive in that lane, but you got to get out because that car's parked there. There's vendor selling stuff, and people are going to park there to buy her goods as well as these people here. So that left lane is a tricky one. Well, something I know to bring next time I go out on the motorcycle is a towel and keep that under the seat stored up because it's still rainy. I'm not worried about getting rained on, but my cell phone, I'm using that as my GPS. And I've got my GoPro, which is waterproof, but I have the audio components on the outside of it, and also the media mod, which is an addition to the GoPro that is not waterproof. So, yay. Yeah, so if you record it on a day or two, a couple of days or whatever, where all the things that you want to happen, like So that meeting I went to went well. I only had to drive about 5 more minutes in that pouring rain, but I did save my camera and audio equipment, so all is well. I met with another pastor and missionary who both work in the Thailand region.
Hey, brother!
Hey. How's it going?
Good to meet you very
Good to
much.
see you. Good to see
Welcome to Thailand.
And we got together at a nice little restaurant to discuss some ways to help some people that are in the middle of nowhere in the jungles, fleeing from the government issues in the neighboring country. There's about a group of 600 that are hiding for their lives in the jungles, and they don't have any shelter, they don't have any food, they don't have any medical supplies, the women don't have any feminine hygiene products. There's a lot of needs there. So we met together and we were trying to figure out how we could help them. Well, the neat thing is that night I went on to Facebook to some of my family and friends and asked if anyone was willing to financially try to help these people. And in a day and a half, I think the total's now to $6,400, which is plenty to help. And what we plan on doing with that, we plan on buying them, and I've already bought $100 worth because we started from the first time somebody donated $100. We went out and started getting medical supplies. However, I was told that this missionary can find us a better deal on medical supplies if we go to this other place that he knows about. So we're going to get medical supplies, where everything from malaria pills, pain pills. I know they needed omeprazole, which is for stomach, and Cipro, some other stuff. I'd have to look at the list, but yeah, I didn't understand all of it. You just hand it to the pharmacist and they hand you back all this stuff. So we're going to get them medicine. We're also looking to get them tents. Now, I went online and looked at some tents for them, but I've been told that the ones I've been looking for won't last very long in the jungles, and I can understand that. So he's going to help me pick out some tarps and with ropes and that are tough and camouflage so they can't be seen for an airstrike or anything like that. So we're going to purchase those with the money so they at least have a place to get out of the rain. It is the rainy season here, so it's really bad timing. Water's another issue out there for them. Now, those of you who know me know I used to be a missionary doing water wells in Central America. Well, I wanted to bring that type of stuff that I did there here, but in this area that they're in, it's all mountainous, and with a hand drill, I'm not going to be able to drill through rock. There's just no way it's going to be done. So we're going to do something that I've seen. Well, I did it once in Central America, in Panama actually, but I've got a friend of mine who came up with a system, and it's used all around the world, where we take 3 buckets. So you've got, imagine 3 buckets stacked on top of each other. On the top bucket, you have pea-sized gravel rock. And on the bucket below that, you have sand. You filter the sand, you want the little powdery substance gone, and you want the bigger particles of the sand gone, to where you have a medium type of sand. That is going to be in the second bucket. In the third bucket is charcoal, or if you can get it, activated charcoal, which I've already purchased 2 bags of, I think it's 60 pounds of activated charcoal to get us a head start. How it works is this. So out there they can drink, you know, they have rainwater, they have groundwater, river water, but it's all contaminated. Oh, that's one of the other medicines, diarrhea medicine. So it's giving them all kinds of stomach issues. But with this system, if you can imagine taking the bucket, stacking them on top of each other, when you pour that bad water into the top level, let's say there's little sticks, debris, whatever, bigger items, they get filtered out through that first bucket with all the pea-sized gravel. It trickles down into the next bucket. The next bucket has the sand on there, and it takes out a lot of the smaller particles and filters it out naturally. Then, whenever the water goes through the activated or regular charcoal, the final bucket, that takes out microorganisms and viruses and makes the water absolutely drinkable when it comes out of the bottom. So I've already bought 2 systems with the money donated, and we're going to go out there and set this up for them. It's low tech, as low as it gets. So the good news about that with these types of filters is that the longer they're used, the good bacteria builds up, and the more it takes care of all the contaminants, it gets better with age, and it can't break. I mean, you pour it on the top, it'll come out the bottom. It isn't fast. You're not going to fill up 5-gallon buckets really quick, but you will be able to get good drinking water, and we can replicate this over and over and over again for the demand there in case people are hiding for a year or longer due to the crisis in our bordering country. Now, food. Food is something that we're going to try to be providing ongoing. The $6,400 that we received, it's a little bit more than we needed, but God's always ahead of the ball game. We're going to use that money to buy bags of rice and other affordable food and try to feed them ongoing month after month after month, which that amount will. So thank you, all of you who participated in donating money for that cause. So that's what our meeting was about when we were at the lake with those individuals. So it was a good meeting. We're waiting right now to get permission to go back out there from the powers that be, and I'm trying to get permission to go out there and hopefully be able to film everything being distributed and show what's going on. Whether that's going to happen or not, I don't know. And the only thing holding me back right now is those areas are out there in the middle of nowhere are scared of the area that I live in, which is Chiang Mai, because they're afraid that I'm going to bring COVID out there in the middle of nowhere where they don't have any health care. You can see their concern, and that I'm going to give it to everybody. So we're going to do whatever it takes to appease them, to show them that I don't have COVID, get tested, whatever they want me to do, I'll do it. Or if they decide we don't want to take the risk, not a problem. We'll try to get footage of it being distributed the best we can
and tell you all how it went. So there's been a lot going on here recently, and I appreciate you guys watching our channel. Make sure you stay tuned. We'll have other little adventures and neat spots around here in Thailand. We'll have more serious subjects coming up soon where we're doing some works to help people in need. And I am here in the name of Jesus Christ, and I will be doing things to promote that here as well. So don't forget to subscribe. We really would appreciate it if you would subscribe. We need to get that number up. We've been stuck at a certain number here for several weeks and would like to see the subscriptions go up just a little bit. Thank you for watching this long. And I know if you've been watching this long that you're really serious about listening to what we have to say, what's going on. And as we like to end all of our videos, Khap Khun Krap.